INEC said to commence training on master trainers towards election technology and also train their staff in 176,846 polling units. INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakub disclosed that there is no going back on election technology, transmission of results, and there will be no room for impersonation of voters, that the Commission will complete the printing of PVC and collection of PVCs will commence soon, that political party leaders should commit themselves to peaceful election. Speaking at a roundtable meeting with INEC management in Abuja, Inter-Party Advisory Committee Chairman Yabaji Yusuf Sani revealed that the deployment of Biomodal Voter Accreditation System (BVAS) security device have been deftly and painstakingly put in order to enhance the integrity of the electoral process. In addition, Engineer Yabaji Yusuf spilled that the use of technology in the conduct of elections in Nigeria has become sacrosanct and fait accompli, that election can no longer be rigged in Nigeria. However, Engineer Yabaji Yusuf said that IPAC leaders have noted the spike in use of divisive languages and hate speech by several chieftains and spokespersons of some political parties.
It is my pleasure to welcome you all to our third regular consultative meeting for this year. Since our last meeting on 10th May 2022, there have been several developments, among which are the Ekiti and Osun governorship elections, the conduct of primaries by political parties for the 2023 general election, the publication of the final list of candidates sponsored by political parties for the election, and the official commencement of electioneering campaign, and the suspension of the continuous voter registration exercise as provided by law. Already, we are at the most critical stage in the implementation of the activities in the timetable and schedule of activities for the general election. Working with political parties and other stakeholders, the Commission has so far successfully implemented 9 out of 14 activities for the general election. We are also making a steady progress in other critical areas of preparation for the election, including the provision of sensitive and non-sensitive materials, the recruitment of staff, and planning for the movement of personnel and materials for the election. Only last week, we commenced the training of master trainers on election technology to ensure a seamless process. Beginning from tomorrow, we will commence the same training at zonal level and subsequently train all the ad hoc staff for the 176,846 polling units nationwide. On this note, let me once again reassure Nigerians that there is no going back on the deployment of the Biomodal Voter Accreditation System, BVAS. There is no going back on the transmission of results on the INEC result viewing portal in real time on election day. There will be no incident form that enables ineligible persons to vote using other people's permanent voters' cards during elections. We are committed to ensuring that the 2023 general election is transparent and credible, reflecting the will of the Nigerian people. I would like to appeal to all Nigerians to seize the opportunity of the display to scrutinize the list and help us to clean it up further so that the final register of voters for the 2023 general election can be compiled and published. The Commission is also working hard to ensure the completion of printing of the remaining PVCs for new voters, as well as those that applied for transfer or the replacement of their lost or damaged cards. In the coming days, we'll also inform Nigerians of the detailed plan to ensure a seamless collection of the PVCs. Last week, the Commission cautioned political parties, candidates and their supporters to eschew violence during the electioneering campaign. The statement was necessary against the background of clashes among supporters of different political parties, including allegations of denial of access to public facilities and the destruction of billboards and other outdoor campaign materials by act of thuggery. The campaigns have just begun. As party leaders, you should remain committed to peaceful electioneering. We'll continue to work together to remove encumbrances to the right of parties and candidates to freely canvass for the support of the electorate. The Commission will continue to track the campaigns and will not hesitate to initiate the process of prosecution of violators as provided by law. So if we invite you again, maybe as early as next week, please oblige us in spite of your busy campaign schedules. We are also going to invite you next week to inspect samples of the materials to be used for the general election as required by Section 42 of the Electoral Act. So kindly oblige us. We'll send letters of invitation to all the political parties as required by law, and the inspection will take place in this hall so that thereafter we can speedily commence the process of printing over 570 million ballot papers for the 2023 general election.
IPAC leadership has noted the spikes in the use of divisive languages and hate speeches by several chieftains and spokespersons of some of the political parties in the mass media and at political rallies. We want to assure you that the reprehensible, irresponsible, and reckless utterances which are already heating up the polity with the potential of leading to the even more dangerous dimensions of igniting mutual hate, animosity, and violence along the nation's existing tenuous fault lines is being addressed by IPAC. Sooner than later, our effort in ensuring decency and issue-based campaigns will manifest in the conduct of our members, the political parties, and candidates, as well as their spokesperson. To deepen the roots of democracy, good governance, violence in all its ramifications must be uprooted from the political space. We are in this regard calling on the nation's security agencies and other relevant bodies to gear up in the performance of their statutory responsibilities professionally and objectively. We have also observed that there have been plethora of litigations, and they are happening so close to the elections. We are also worried that the terror alert from external sources targeted at who are largely targeted at political space may not go well for the peaceful elections and all-inclusive elections that we expect the Commission to deliver to the nation. We are hereby calling on the Commission to take extra precautions, extra measures to ensure that some of these laws being introduced by states and local government and the litigations that are all over the place, as a result of the implementation of the Electoral Act, should be minimized.